Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to give you a set of tips that will help you to become richer and increase your net worth. This isn't some random money making video that promises to show you a strat to make X amount of coins in X amount of time. Instead, I'm going to reveal a long-term strategy that will allow you to grow your net worth over time. And what I like about this video is that it works for everyone, no matter how rich or poor you are. Even if you have 100k coins in your bank, it'll still work for you. And if you watch until the end, you'll become much better at managing your money and you'll be able to make much smarter financial decisions. So without further ado, let's begin. And the biggest mistake all new players make is wasting their money. Even though it might seem fairly obvious, many players have trouble with it. I often see players spending their money on some unnecessary thing that they cannot afford or do not need. For some progression item, it can be pretty hard to tell if it's a good choice to buy it or not. For example, let's assume that there is a hypothetical early game player who has End Armor and AOTE and a Radiant Power Orb. After watching some YouTubers, that player decided that his Radiant Power Orb is no longer good and he needs to upgrade to a Mana Flux that costs 3 million coins. Then he goes to the auction house and buys a Mana Flux, and only after he realizes that he cannot use it because of the Slayer requirement. That is a perfect example of how you shouldn't be using your money. There are two main reasons why that was a bad financial choice. First, for 3 million coins, he could have upgraded to Strong Armor and AOTD, which would have gave him much more progression than a Mana Flux. Second, he bought an item that he cannot use, which means he has to resell it on the auction house, potentially putting him at risk of losing money. Buying unnecessary items that you do not need isn't the only way to lose money, and it's by far not the worst one. Getting scammed is a huge problem for many new players, as they're not experienced and generally can fall for simple tricks. It should be fairly obvious why getting scammed won't help you to become richer in any way. And in this video, I'm not going to go into details on how not to get scammed, but generally, if a deal seems too good to be true, it probably isn't. When trying to make money, it's always good to have some passive income. And minions are great for that. When it comes to choosing your minions, there are generally two schools of thought. You can use snow minions or so-called bazaar minions. But when choosing between them, I prefer snow minions, because snow minions provide generally a stable income and they'll always be making the amount of money they're making now. Next, it's very important to manage your fuel. Fuel can be a huge difference in how much money you make. If you can afford lava buckets, that is the right choice for you. Don't be scared to invest a bit of money in lava buckets because eventually it will pay off. If you're not rich enough to afford lava buckets, you can be using enchanted charcoal, which is still better than nothing. Another mistake many players make is going for too many minion slots. It's always good to have a lot of minion slots, but not too many. In my opinion, it's only worth going for around 20 to 22 minion slots, because 23rd and 24th minion slots will never pay for themselves. Next big thing that makes smart players a lot of money is updates. Updates can make a huge amount of money if you're the first one to know about them. It's always good to be aware of market prices and how they're influenced by updates. For example, when a new item comes out, the materials to craft the items generally always go up in value, just like happened with Super Enchanted Eggs when Pets V2 and Pets V1 came out. You should always be aware of the new updates and you should pay attention to how the prices change, because that can make you a lot of money. And the last tip I have for you today is practice money making methods. It's always good to have minions and to be aware of updates, but money making methods are the key. No matter how hard you try, there is no legit way to get rich without money making methods. One of the best money making methods right now are zealots, bazaar flipping, and farming. Killing zealots for summoning eyes is a very wide known method, generally does not require any investment and it's pretty easy to do. Second best method in my opinion is bazaar flipping, but that is a bit harder. First, you need a specific amount of money that you can invest. If you want a bazaar flip, you generally want to have around 1 to 10 million at least. But bazaar flipping is a whole new topic and I'll cover it in other videos. And the third best method is farming. For farming, I recommend potatoes, carrots, or sugarcane. But for those, you'll need to build a farm, which can be pretty time consuming sometimes. Generally, farming can make you around 2 million per hour. But when it comes to money making methods, the most important thing is practice them often. The more often you do it, the more money you'll make and the richer you're gonna get. Also, you should watch out for new money making methods, and to do that you should definitely subscribe to my channel, because here I'm going to talk about all the best money making methods in Skyblock. And if you haven't already subbed to my channel, please do so. And this was all for today. Please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.